Hello everyone, and this is basically my first video on my channel. So, this channel is basically about deku what ifs. Right? So, today's what if is about what if Izuku Midoriya had and was SCP-049 or 94. And so this SCP is the Plague Doctor. So for the quirk, I'm gonna make it so that Izuku has a quirk where he can make basically any plague. He can make and destroy any plague that he can. Basically, if you have the Black Death plague, he can destroy it. If he wants to make a new plague that literally eradicates all of humanity, he can make it. So, let's see, when Izuku Midoriya is taking Izuku to the Quirk Doctor, something strange starts to happen. While Izuku is waiting for the Quirk Doctor, he starts to feel something. His whole body starts to hurt. Like, a lot. It starts to hurt so much that doctors start rushing out to go see what the matter is. And Izuku is... Now, if you're wondering why Izuku hurting, it's because basically the clothes of the Plague Doctor are coming out of his body. So this is mutation quirk. These are coming out of his body. Only difference is that he can take these off. Sorry, that's just a truck. Okay, so they see how Izuku resembles that of a Plague Doctor, and then his face starts to hurt. And the reason that is because the mask is coming out. Now, the only thing about this that's different between the Plague Doctor, basically the difference between SCP-049 is that he could take these things off. So, yeah. Now, these things cannot be destroyed at all. The mask cannot be destroyed. Try using Thor's hammer, slam it down onto the mask, Thor's hammer will break, and not even a dent on the mask. So, they are all wondering why Izuku is looking like a medieval Plague Doctor. And if you see all this part here, Izuku does not have that. He just has the robes and the cloak-like thing. That's all Izuku has. So when we go into the Quirk Doctor, they determined that he has about, I would say, like 4 quirks. I might add in one after explaining. Okay, so one of his quirks can make a plague. He can make plague. He can make a plague and destroy it. He can make plagues and destroy plagues. If you didn't hear me, I said he can make plagues and he destroys plagues. And his second quirk is the intelligence he has. He's smart enough that he's a doctor's degree in everything. Yep, he has a high degree in everything. Doctor, if you need a lawyer, Izuku. If you need a doctor, Izuku. If you need someone It's a good representative. If you need someone that is literally looks like he's ready for war, Izuku. Basically, anything someone that from college can do, he can do. Now, his third quirk is called Surgeon. He basically can do he can do surgery. Hence the doctor part of the plague doctor. And he can also heal himself with the surgery quirk. Literally, he doesn't have to do surgery on himself. So basically, the three ways of how that quirk works is that where if he touches the person, he can heal them. If he gets for himself, he'll instantly heal, like top-notch healing. He loses a limb, it will grow back, as well as the cloak parts, all the robes and all that. It'll grow back with him, since technically it's part of him. And the fourth and final quirk is that he can basically summon any weapon he wants. Gun. Okay, let's just put it. From a katana, medieval, save the art. Yeah, medieval katana. And then to a nuclear bomb, he can summon it. Out of that pouch he has right there. You know, this pouch right here. As well as in the, if you go to the back part, it has another pouch where you can carry a book. And that book may look like a standard journal with several hundred pages, but the pages are infinite. So he has infinity pages, and he also has a pencil that he can write in with, and it will never break. Nope. I mean, it's not a number 2 pencil, it's a number 1 pencil. Unbreakable pencils. So, yeah, they determined that those are his quirks. Now they started doing experiments on him, seeing what is with this. Wait, sorry. Okay, so now if you're wondering how does Izuku get like this, it's mainly because, well, he's related to SCP-090, not 090, it's 0, he's related to SCP-049. In the way that you take one sample of them, it will show he's related. So yeah, Izuku has knowledge of all plagues, all diseases. He goes, and since he is basically he has all this knowledge, but he actually has to learn some of it, because he will start to make those mistakes. And he's able to make the Black Death Plague, but add it, like times the power of it. He will start it. He can make it airborne, or he can even summon a syringe from a pocket on the side of his cloak right here, or this part right here. He can make basically this part right here has a pocket dimension, and it will be able to, he can reach in for anything he wants. Weapons, there's notebook, there's weapons, there's notebooks, syringes with the liquid version of the plague he makes. Yes, you can summon that in this pocket dimension. And what else did I say? Oh, he will also carry a black medical bag. You know, you used to see with doctors back in the olden times. You know, when they used to come to your house. He'll bring that, but with black on it. Now, instead of the white mask that he has, he has a green, not you know what, let's just go with the black mask. No, not black, let's just go with the white mask. Yeah, he has that. So yeah, he has the white mask. He has cat-like eyes. Now, have you ever heard of the old Captain America song called, that goes, no, no. So everyone, that was my brother. I'm sure you guys didn't hear him. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So after Izuku finds this out, the doctors start experimenting on him, seeing why he's like this. So guess what? He's taken to the Secure, Contain, Protect base. Same with SCP-049, but they gave him a different name. His name is basically SCP-049.2, since he's a different version of him. And they erase Inko's memory about having Izuku. And basically when Mitsuki, I think was her name, Baku's mom, when she asked about where is Izuku, Inko would say, who? And that's when Mitsuki would realize that she hasn't seen Izuku since they went to go see where his Quirk was. So she contacted the heroes about this. And Bakugo is literally worried for his friend. Now, if you're also wondering what SCP-049's Quirk is, he is basically Quirkless, like what Izuku in the original anime would be, because he was there before Izuku. So the plague doctor would meet Izuku for the very first time, and would start speaking French. Also, I forgot to mention, Izuku has a fifth quirk where it allows him to speak in any language known to man. That's right. Take him to Easter Island. He'll be able to read that you're able to decode a message off the bat. So basically, once Izuku and SCP-049 meet, they would both start speaking in French. They would first, SCP-049 would say, hello, and you look a lot like me. Who might you be? And Izuku would say, my name is Izuku Midoriya, and my quirk is known as Plague Doctor. Now, basically we're just gonna call the SCP-049 Plague Doctor right now for the whole time now. Now, I'm just adding this because I'm not sure what SCP-049 has. I'm not sure if he had a sister, but we would say that he did have a sister. And SCP-049 would not even test on his own family. Literally. He would not test on his own family when this happened. So this happens, and Izuku is now he's being trained by SCP-049. About 3 years later, He was 4 when this happened, so basically he would be about 4. Oh, he would 8. Sorry guys, I'm bad at math. Okay, so Izuku would be about 8 years old now. Now, SCP, well, basically Plague Doctor is having a change. Like, he doesn't want to teach Izuku all this. Seeing his expression when he sees all the stuff all stuff Plague Doctor has been doing. He has horrified in his face. Now, Plague Doctor doesn't teach Izuku this anymore. He tried it for a week, and then Izuku was scared of him. So, now the Foundation is basically saying that we cannot have 2 of these monstrosities in here. So they chain both of them to the ground. A armed personnel comes in and puts a blindfold on. He's saying that whichever one he shoots whichever one lives from the blind shooting gets to be the new SCP-049. Now, 049 literally sees as the gun is pointing to Izuku. And when the gun shot, SCP-049 switched places with Izuku fast enough and took the bullet. Now 049 is dead. So, yeah. Izuku starts to have changes now. He gets... Oh, sorry about that, guys. Just let me... Okay, there we go. Now, Izuku... Okay, guys, I'm going to pause this right here, so bye for a little bit. Okay. So I'm back now, guys. So Izuku is basically being treated poorly. But since he has never even shown hostility towards anyone, he's being put as so safe enough. He's basically like 999. Basically like SCP-999, the tickle monster. He is free to roam around, and basically he's able to. If I forgot about this part about the first Quirk part, he's able to cure any Quirk. Not Quirk. He's able to cure any type of disease, except for cancer. Yeah, he's still trying to make something to help that. Even in this world, nothing can even stop cancer. Okay, anyways, now that Izuku is free to roam the facility. What he doesn't know is that by tomorrow night, by tonight, the heroes are gonna go rescue him. So when that's happening, Izuku is... Wait, there's this... Okay, yes I did, okay. So, Izuku is roaming around the facilities, and basically every armed personnel is on guard because they don't know if Izuku is playing an act. Also, basically, they already had one SCP play an act and got out, and that was Principal Nezu. Yes, and this is basically where Nezu was actually coming from. So basically, yeah. Okay, so Izuku is crying because all they did was take him away from family and taken family away from him. They killed. I'm pretty sure we call this his medieval time great uncle. Not uncle. Yeah, actually would. No, it's gonna be great grandfather. Right? No, it actually would be uncle. Medieval time great uncle. So yeah, that happened, and so when that happened, Izuku was, so that very moment, there, at that very, sorry if I can't really hear myself right now because cars were going by. So at that very moment, a siren is heard. And Izuku gets up from the table where he is and starts banging on the door, trying to get out, thinking that people are gonna take all the ICPs and destroy them. Well, he's wrong. He was wrong actually, but the only thing, he was also half right. So Endeavor and every single pro hero that is out of school, as well as Endeavor, yeah, they all go to the SCP Foundation, as well as Nezu. They start looking for it through the place, until Endeavor sees a chained up boy, shackles on his arms, as well as an electric collar. And it's looking straight at him. Endeavor is creeped out by this, since it's literally looking like a plague doctor, something that they seen before. And Izuku is looking straight into his soul. Not really, but it literally looks like him. Looks like it. Until Izuku starts trying to get out of the chains and starts speaking something in French. No, I'm not gonna offend anyone, but I'm not thinking about trying to offend anyone. Literally, no harassment here. I'm just gonna be trying, basically making sounds that would sound French, but not really French. So it's basically, I'm not trying to harass anyone, I'm not trying to do any of that. So here it goes. Once Endeavor sees, so Nezu, not Nezu, wait, who would be the best point of this? Midnight, actually, yeah, I was just gonna have Midnight do this. So Midnight walks into the room where Izuku is, and Izuku starts screaming something. Mushara, chotokaze, vonjure, stocho, te kore matera, vonshu, dera. I'm not sure what word that. I know that's in French, maybe some of those were. I'm not sure at all. He's sounding French. So Izuku starts rambling in French, and she does not understand a word he's saying. So they have Nezu, and the only thing is, Izuku learned medieval French from SCP-049. So I'm pretty sure the Nezu even know this. So he asked if we have any translators, any people that can translate this, and Izuku says that no need. I can speak perfect English. No, oh wait, no, they're not speaking English. Well, actually, not. I'm just gonna say they speak English because that's all the anime that I know. Izuku says that he can speak perfect English. There's no need for a translator. So they start asking questions of what his name is, until they asked what they asked what his name is, and then he said Izuku Midoriya, SCP-0492.0. So I'm just gonna say that Izuku is a Japanese plague doctor. Although I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as Japanese plague doctors, but screw it. I'm saying that it is. So Izuku saying that he's a Japanese plague doctor, but the only thing is he hasn't not even changed out of these robes for years. Although he has used them. So they asked him if he actually has used the rest of them. He said yes, just that I cannot get out of these robes, since they wouldn't want me to blend in. So Midnight takes down the hood of Izuku, and then they see how literally freaking adorable she is. This is from the adorable here. So then they find out Adoi is. Ask him what his quirk is. He says it's plague. He also says the other four. That one is medical, where he literally where one of the parts of his medical quirk is that he can bring out a journal where he can write down and draw all the facts he learned. How it has infinity pages, and he also says how he has intelligence. Let's just say that this is I'm just gonna say how this is a mutation quirk, since every single time when they try to take it off, it always the mask would evaporate as well as the clothes. So they see how Izuku is wearing his clothes and how he was malnourished, but he has been drinking a lot of water. So yay, they have Izuku alive. So he also says how he has pocket dimension where he puts all his stuff, as well as the medical bag. And let me try to think of something. Yeah, so wait a minute. So if the plague doctor got all this stuff out of his skin, wouldn't that count as a mutation quirk? So yeah, they find out that the baby with the light thing was not the first quirk. Oh wait. So where we left off. So basically, when Izuku finds out that, I'm trying to think of something right now. Okay, found out. Okay, now let's just look. So Izuku is. So after they rescue him, and only him, Izuku asks if since this place is out of business now, since the heroes found out a lot of the illegal stuff, what will happen to all his friends? He literally names every single SCP down by the number. So, but he did, you know what, and to do that, yeah. Oh yeah, Izuku also knows how to make potions. About that, that's just a thing something knows, and he also knows how to use bloodlust like Toga and Stain. He also knows how to hide like Toga. And yes, this ship is gonna be Izuku X Toga. Now Izuku does not get one for all in this, since technically his quirk is overpowered by, I'm pretty sure, by the logical claims of a quirk. So Izuku gets to meet his mom once more. He's happy, and time skip to the beginning of the anime. Yeah, the anime. So Izuku is writing down a lot of stuff in his hero journal, which is a separate journal that he has. He can make endless amount of journals. So that he knows how to make weapons as well. You know, yeah, basically, if you remember everything I said, that's it. So Izuku is known as a plague doctor, and he is really powerful. He knows different fighting styles as well. That's because he learns this. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. That's the explanation about this. Oh yeah, everything happens like the beginning of the anime, except that Bakugo is Izuku's friend. He kills the sludge villain by making up plague. You know, the syringes. Basically, his syringes come out of the sleeve of his robes. Comes out the sleeve of it, and then he ejects the plague inside of the sludge villain. Oh my god, there she sees the dead sludge villain, and all that happens. And the next part will be the entrance exam, as well as the beginning of school and the USJ attack. So let's get with this. Bye guys.